What's up, everybody? We're here at the 2019 Natural Body Epic Block Party. Mr. Arez himself, Landon, the guy behind NTel Nutra. I mean, you got like two different personalities, though. You got the guy that does the brand, who's also the same guy who's dropping dimes and lyrics on the tracks every single day.
This is all facts. This is all facts. I got to say that I really appreciate your observation. It's crazy. The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde effect that I have going on and the schizophrenia within me, it has been my best friend. But I'm not trying to get all Jim Carrey with you. Anything else you got to say?
Let's talk about Arez. It's an epic series in pre-workout. Arez Titanium, Arez Guy of the Gym, and you had an Arez White, I believe, White Cap one back in the day. Or what was the original OG Arez?
The original OG Arez was just Arez. This was a much younger guy of the gym. You know, a lot more. He was new in what he was doing, and then as the God of the Gym went along, what happened is you seen him evolve into Arez Black, which was a lot meaner version of this God of the Gym. He got a lot of attention. He really fucked up a lot of gyms and caused PRs and things that were just insane, right? So what happened is, over time, this really dark figure, Arez Black, we were just like, look, no God can really be this dark forever. I mean, God of War, God of the Gym, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So what we had to do is we came out with Arez White. And this transcended things, it changed things. You mentioned Arez White. I think this is probably the first Arez you know of.
That's the one that I believe kind of kickstarted the, in terms of, from my recollection, it was one of the most popular Arez versions out there.
I would have to agree with you, yeah, most definitely. So pretty much what we did, dude, is we unlocked something with Arez White that I think a lot of other brands were kind of leaving alone, which was just the euphoria effect of working out. I mean, a lot of us work out because we want to relieve the stress that, you know, builds up throughout the work week, throughout whatever's going on in your life. Hitting the gym is that, like, absolute way to release dopamine without doing something crazy, right? So you can take supplements. You can take a pre-workout that's going to help you buffer your lactic acid. You can get a better pump. You know, you can do it cosmetically because you want to walk around a little more swole. At the end of the day, everyone's got something else they want to do or a different reason they take pre-workout. We try to hit every single one of those. And at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want you to leave the gym and we want you to feel great for the rest of the day. Even if you're going to bed as soon as you leave. You know what I'm saying?
The Arez Titanium, a higher stim version of Arez that people absolutely rave about, and it was highly reviewed and rated at FI as well, just like God of the Gym. But now we have Arez Super, which just dropped, brand new. We got an advanced version of this. We loved it. What I love about it mostly, and I said this in our YouTube video, is the pump aspect to it, which I think you spent a lot of time on it, using watermelon powder and then using hawthorn and using certain ingredients that we don't see every single day in a pre-workout. But I personally felt like it was the best pump-producing pre-workout that you've come out with.
Right, so that was a complete shift in focus for us. I mean, as a CEO, as I've grown and as I've watched the industry, what I've learned is that when I came into the industry as a CEO, I've learned that I knew nothing, and I thought I knew a lot. And I've been around for about 6 years, which is just long enough for me to understand that I definitely know nothing. You know what I mean? And like every single day I learn something new about the industry. The FDA bans something else changes. So what I've done is I've shifted my focus from being whatever's coolest now to being whatever's going to be cool for the next 20 years. Like, I want longevity with what we're doing, and I want something that's going to be able to stay around, and not ruffle consumers' feathers whenever something changes. You know, people had a lot of flack towards Intel because we discontinued Arez Titanium and we discontinued Mega instead of bringing them back out. But the FDA banned hogenamine, banned hordenine, and they banned DMHA. So to me, if I was to re-release any of these products with different ingredients, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the consumer, and I feel like a liar. So I've had a lot of people ask me, why do we keep dropping new versions of Arez? It's just simple. Arez is it's like an album. It's something that's classic. We've never missed. I mean, we pretty much went gold with every product that we drop. We're not going to take a song off and re-release the album. Doesn't make any sense to me. So with Arez Super, what you have is obviously the next evolution of Arez, something completely new. It's going to be the hardest pump you've ever got from Arez, like you mentioned. I've had a few people ask me about the watermelon powder, right? They're like, well, hey, you got 6 grams in your citrulline complex, it's mainly citrulline, but you have watermelon powder at the end. What's up with that? Are you doing that to make it cheaper? Okay, let's think about this. Watermelons are not in season all year. Watermelon powder costs a lot more than that citrulline powder, sir. Not only does this watermelon powder cost a lot more than your citrulline powder, it also yields more than just citrulline. It also yields arginine. It's also going to yield vitamin C. It's going to yield electrolytes. It's going to yield a lot of other things that people are going to want in their pre-workout other than just that citrulline. It's in the pump portion of the product because, I mean, hey, if you want to go mow down a field of watermelons to get your pump, I'm not going to stop you. I think it's cool. I think it's dope.
I love it. I love the music analogy that you use, because you're also a musician. And I can't leave here without asking you 5 greatest hip-hop artists in the history of the business.
Oh, here we go. Damn. Jay-Z, Nas, I'm gonna go left with this one and say Big L. I think Big L gets slept on. So we got Jay, Nas, Big 2, Big E, Big L. 5, I'll round out 5 with them. Round out 5 with Eminem.
Tupac right on the outside of that top 5?
In terms of, so everyone's got a different top 5. Like some people go with impact, some people go with catalog, some people go with bars and MCing. Like I try to look at everything, right? And if we're talking about impact, I mean Tupac's top 3. You know what I mean? In terms of just straight bars, I don't know.
It's funny because we were in the car right here, and I said if he does not put Eminem in his top 5, I'm leaving, and he did it. So I'm here. I'm good. It makes me happy.
If we would have went straight bars, Eminem would have been number 2. So it just depends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, hip hop is a lot of layers, dude, and it's not just bars. There's a lot more that goes into it. You know what I mean? So not to completely derail from the fitness side of things, but yeah, M's a legend. He's a GOAT.
And people need to know the real you, and this is the real you. And people like you are dropping new songs all the time. In fact, we're going to be using a bunch of your music in our documentary that we're doing. We're stoked about that because it lays the environment for the entire thing. When is the next album dropping for yourself?
Yo, so albums are like not something we're working on right now. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna drop a ton of singles. We're gonna keep it coming. Tons of crazy collaborations coming up. I got a song, Wi-Fi's Funeral, about to drop. Crazy's killing it in South Florida right now, so it's gonna be nuts. But yeah, dude, singles coming like crazy from Fade. Tons of new Intel shit coming out. We're about to build the team like crazy. You're gonna see tons of affiliates. We're gonna be all up in your shit. We're about to have a ton of pissed off brands, but at the end of the day, all that matters is the God of the gym is gonna reign supreme.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.